Good evening and welcome here with the latest on headlines. Today I'm Ruchika Tomar. The latest first on Delhi's power struggle where suspense over government formation continues. Despite wild speculation doing the rounds on who is talking to whom, there is still no official word on whether the capital is set for another round of elections or a new government. And amidst charges that are flying thick and fast, the Aam Aadmi Party, BJP and the Congress all are in the middle of hectic parleys and strategy meetings on government formation. However, highly placed sources in the Congress told Headlines today that the party is confident that its MLAs will not break away from party to facilitate BJP's move to form the government. The party has also categorically ruled out support for the Aam Aadmi Party. Well, the BJP has indicated that it might take a shot at the government formation in Delhi, which has been under President's rule after the Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party government resigned in mid-February.
अगर आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सरकार बनाने के लिए नहीं बुलाया गया तो क्या अरविंद केजरीवाल, झूठ तो वो लगातार बोलते हैं, ये झूठ आपका सामने आ गया, क्या मीडिया के सामने ही सही जनता के सामने छोड़ दीजिए। ये तो कहे कि मुझसे गलती हो गई, उनकी सूचना का आधार क्या था, किस बेस पर उन्होंने कहा कि दिल्ली में बुलाया जा रहा है, क्या एलजी के साथ उनकी सांठगांठ थी। बीजेपी
All right, let me quickly go across to my colleague Aditi Ananthanarayanan first to get a sense of all the negotiations that are taking place right now among these three big players, the Congress, the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. What is the sense that you're getting right now from the BJP camp? Because it was BJP president who had really stirred this the entire scene when he said that the BJP could take a shot at government formation.
In fact, Ruchika, right now a meeting is taking place in the Delhi BJP office comprising of all the Delhi BJP MLAs and all the MPs of the national capital. So this is a crucial meeting that is underway right now. Now there will be discussions taking place because the BJP in the national capital just has two options at this time, Ruchika. Either they listen to the LG, and if the LG orders, they form the government, giving the fact that they're the single largest party in the national capital. And the second option for them will be to go into fresh elections. Now most of the MLAs of the BJP in Delhi are not willing to go for fresh elections because clearly that will threaten their position of being MLAs in the national capital. And this is something which even the Delhi BJP chief Satish Upadhyay has indicated by saying that if required, the BJP in the national capital is ready to form the government as they're the single largest party. However, there's a major chunk of the BJP who are also saying that the BJP should go for fresh elections. There is no threat to the BJP. There is the Narendra Modi way which ruled the country, and there is the Narendra Modi way which will rule the national capital also. So now the entire BJP is divided. The crucial meeting that is underway right now between the MLAs and the MPs of the BJP will actually give out some indications whether the BJP is ready to form the government without actually going for fresh elections or not, Ruchika.
All right, Aditi, stay on with us. We also have Raghav Chadha of the Aam Aadmi Party now joining us. Raghav, what do you make of the current situation? There have been a series of allegations that have been levelled by your party against the BJP. The Congress today hit out at the Aam Aadmi Party saying it's the B team of the BJP. How do you view the situation? Is it still fluid, or you think the BJP is going to form the government going by the comments that were made by Mr. Upadhyay just a couple of days ago?
Well, if you look at the series of events, Mr. Harsh Vardhan back in December 2013 categorically denied forming the government, and he said all the options are closed. Then again in February, Mr. Harsh Vardhan, then Delhi BJP chief, made another statement saying all options are closed, we can't form government in Delhi, we don't have the right numbers. But now the new BJP Delhi chief, Mr. Satish Upadhyay, has been repeatedly making a series of statements in which he has categorically said that we are willing to consider options, all options are open, we are exploring options. So it raises serious questions as to what options are open. When they had 32 strength in the 70-member house, at that point they were not willing to form government, but now their strength is reduced to 29, but they think that they can form government. You see, in Delhi at this point a government can only be formed if there is political defection, and the Bharatiya Janata Party has been engaging in horse trading, which can only be classified as a cold-blooded murder of democracy. It is the most immoral and unethical act in electoral politics.
All right,
It is
you're
not just the
reiterating
Aam
the
Aadmi
charges
Party's
that
claim.
have been
Various
made by your
newspapers-
party earlier
various
as well. You
newspapers
are
have been
saying that the
taken
party is
into
indulging in horse trading. There is a defamation notice that the BJP has sent to Aam Aadmi Party. We will talk about all that and more, but there is crisis that's hit the Aam Aadmi Party as well, Raghav Chadha. The Aam Aadmi Party leader Dilip Pandey and 4 others have been sent to 14-day judicial custody over the poster controversy. All these 5 accused were charged with putting up inflammatory posters in Delhi. However, Aam Aadmi Party has accused the BJP of witch hunt to target its leaders. Earlier in the day, Aam Aadmi Party's Dilip Pandey, Ram Kumar Jha and Javed Khan were produced in Saket court. Our counsel admitted negligence on the party's part, but not criminal intent. Aam Aadmi Party has described the arrest of the 2 of its leaders and 3 volunteers as a political ploy to browbeat the opponents. Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh even accused Narendra Modi of pursuing his Gujarat model of targeting political opponents. Aam Aadmi Party claims that the posters put up by its leaders were not in support of the Congress MLAs. It also added that the Delhi police has been working on the directions of the BJP.
बदले की भावना के तहत आम आदमी पार्टी के नेता, पार्टी के प्रदेश के दिल्ली के सचिव दिलीप पांडे के खिलाफ कार्रवाई की गई है, उनको गिरफ्तार किया गया है और ये गुजरात सरकार की स्टाइल ऑफ फंक्शनिंग जो रही है वो दिल्ली में भी मोदी सरकार लागू करना चाहती है। मैं आप लोगों के माध्यम से बीजेपी को आगाह करना चाहता हूं कि आम आदमी पार्टी के साथियों के खिलाफ अगर बदले की भावना से आप कार्रवाई करोगे तो सड़क पर उतरकर पार्टी इसका जमकर विरोध करेगी। हम लोग शांत बैठने वाले लोग नहीं हैं।
इनके मेन जो स्पोक्स पर्सन है दिलीप पांडे जी, जो हर चैनल पर बैठे हुए हैं, बड़े अफसोस की बात है कि आज 2 मजहब के लोगों को मानने वाले लोगों को भड़काने के उन पे दफा लगी है और मुसलमानों के धार्मिक उन्माद को भड़काने का उन पे इल्जाम लगा के पुलिस ने उनकी अरेस्टिंग की है। ये ऐसे लोगों ने लगाए हैं जिसमें मुझे लगता है कि मनीष सिसोदिया जी हों, चाहे संजय सिंह जी हों, चाहे आशुतोष हों, इनकी भी अरेस्टिंग इसमें पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं।
हमने पहले भी कहा था कि आम आदमी पार्टी बीजेपी की बी टीम है। अगर आरएसएस डायरेक्टली बीजेपी को चलाती है तो गोविंद आचार्य के माध्यम से आम आदमी पार्टी का एजेंडा भी आरएसएस तय करती है।
Let me first go across to Jaskirat Singh Bawa, my colleague who is following these developments in Saket Court. He's joining us right now. Jaskirat, clearly a setback for the Aam Aadmi Party at a time when we are looking at possible government formation moves, at a time when the Aam Aadmi Party is crying political conspiracy, is suggesting there's horse trading going on. Here are some of the leaders of the party who were denied bail today and they will have to be in judicial custody now.
Well, that's correct. Even the fact, despite not being convicted right now, and this is only the beginning of the judicial process in this particular matter, Aam Aadmi Party is very worried about even the perception that this particular case might set. Now, these 3 members of the Aam Aadmi Party may be in prison and in judicial custody till the 2nd of August. They've not been convicted yet. They've only been charged with some serious crimes like creating enmity between 2 groups on the basis of religion and hurting religious sentiments. The judge, while sending them to judicial custody, said that there seems to be a prima facie evidence of such an incident of taking place. Of course, that does not mean it's some sort of a conviction or even a sign of a guilt for that matter. Now, as far as the Aam Aadmi Party leader Dilip Pandey himself is concerned, when Rahul Mehra, the counsel for all these 3 gentlemen, tried to convince the court that he only received an email, he even threw an example that if he were a terrorist and were to send the Prime Minister an email, will that make the Prime Minister Modi, complicit in that crime? The judge clearly did not buy that argument and said that this was serious enough for her to be able to be convinced to send them to judicial custody till the 2nd of August, which is when the Aam Aadmi Party Council will apply for bail.
All right, Jaskirat, many thanks for joining us with that update, getting us the latest from the court, what really happened there. Let me go across to Raghav Chadha of the Aam Aadmi Party. Raghav, we've heard from your party, you're suggesting that there is clear vendetta. This is all being done in the direction of the BJP. Even some of the party members going to suggest that these police officers acted at the behest of some of the top leaders at the centre. But I haven't seen any condemnation as far as this poster and the content of this poster is concerned. Just moments ago, Yogendra Yadav of the Aam Aadmi Party has tweeted saying the poster in question is very offensive with communal overtones, runs against the ideology of Aam Aadmi Party. It must be condemned by all. But where is the condemnation of this poster that was found? The soft copy of this poster was found in the mail of one of your party leaders.
You see, let me at the outset say that the content of the poster is extremely offensive and we have categorically denied any association with that poster. You look at the situation. What has happened is that the Aam Aadmi Party has unmasked the Bharatiya Janata Party, which was shamelessly indulging in horse trading. Now after that and after the the frustration of the Bharatiya Janata Party, they have indulged in the following two activities. Number one, they have filed a defamation case against Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and number two, they have misused the police and falsely implicated our party leaders in a case which, as per the understanding of the residents of the assembly constituency, prima facie is done by another person who has taken full responsibility for the event. But surprisingly, the police is trying to falsely implicate the Aam Aadmi Party leaders and creating this whole controversy. I rather see it as a tactic by the Bharatiya Janata Party to divert all the attentions from the so-called horse trading activities that the Bharatiya Janata Party is indulging into, and their failure at the center to curb inflation, to curb price rise, etc., etc. I would urge all the viewers to look at the series of events that have happened rather than just looking at this event. And also a reporter who has categorically said that the evidence that has been produced in the court does not lead to any sort of conviction, and our leaders have only been sent to judicial custody.
Absolutely. But do you admit this much, that this has come as a setback at a time like this when we're looking at government formation moves? Has this come as a setback to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Well, you see, any leader who would of the Aam Aadmi Party is convicted or is alleged for any crime, it would hurt the sentiment of the volunteers and the cadre of the party, certainly, and this is what the Bharatiya Janata Party wants. And they have precisely done the same thing. They have filed a defamation case against Mr. Kejriwal, and they have gone ahead, misused the police and falsely implicated our leaders.
Alright, so you've clearly been hit by a lawsuit that has been filed against Arvind Kejriwal. The notice has been sent, defamation notice, and now of course another of your leader who will be in judicial custody till the 2nd of August. We'll leave it there for the moment. Raghav Chadha, many thanks for having joined us. Also thanks to Aditi and Jaskirat for getting us the latest on ground as far as these moves, negotiations between various parties are concerned. Each of these parties are finger pointing at the other, saying we are not indulging in any sort of horse trading, but at the same time there have been reports of how there could be large scale defections.